been quite a long time since I've done my blog from this position, sitting on the steps, so I thought I'd do it for this week. Just find my page. Right, so here's my blog. Firstly, I'm going to get some of the stuff out of the way. We've got a few prayer requests this week. The first is from my friend Ben on the forum, VCU. He has been on a mission trip and he has just got back. I hope that everything went alright. I didn't see the thread on the forum because obviously I was very busy with the wedding video, so but I'm hoping that everything went alright for that, and that maybe, you know, he can continue to learn from some of the experiences in the next few weeks. Pastor Chris is looking for a new job, and I've read some of the things that he's looking into, and they actually sound really quite exciting. But of course he's, in all seriousness, got to find quite a long-term stable job so that he can support the family he's got. So of course we're all praying that he, you know, is led into whatever it is that is right for him to go next. And the last person on my prayer list for this week is Bamagritz, who her brother has had a heart attack earlier on this week. He's only 30 years old, which is a bit because I'm sort of 29, going on 30. So, you know, that age is quite, you know, to me that's very, very young for somebody to have a heart attack. And I think she said that he did have a history of having heart problems. Anyway, they were looking at operating, you know, in the last couple of days. I don't know how that went. I haven't heard from her. But obviously her and her brother, and of course the whole family, need to be in our prayers this week as well. And we hope that he makes a swift recovery. This week we're returning with our MMA predictions for UFC 133, which will be up shortly, and of course the recap video will follow from that. We've also got a special video up about the fall of Fedor Part 2, because we did another one for the Fabricio Verdum encounter. I want to wish all the best for Dean Amsinger, who is fighting next week. Let the people go by. He's fighting next week. He's not on the UFC card, but I believe it's the same day. And the other thing to talk about is the hit squad, really. Do you know, recently, I don't know how well you knew, but last time I spoke about the hit squad was in my when I was talking about the fact that Matt Pena was leaving. Well, there's been a grand exodus, basically, from the hit squad recently, and I think the reason is because Finney, Jesse Finney, who is an MMA fighter, has bought out the gym. The circumstances for that I don't know. I do know that even when Matt Hughes founded the gym, the main investor was somebody else from St. Louis, some lawyer. So it's not a case, and it has never really been a case of, you know, Matt Hughes there every single day, dictating how the gym runs. It's never been like that. Jesse Finney has had a local gym before, at least one, in the St. Louis area, so he has bought out and he's changed things, and a lot of people have been unhappy with it. Basically, a lot of fighters have been unhappy with it, a lot of high-scale fighters as well, people like oh, I can't remember what his name is. I can picture him in my mind, but several of the fighters that have been involved with the UFC and still are involved with the UFC from that gym are unhappy enough to leave, and I don't really know why. I also know that a lot of the people that I visited that were coaches there have left, including Mark Fiore, who has left to try and find his own institution, and I don't know if he's done that. The other person to have left is Kyle Watson, so they're all leaving. It's completely different now, and even Robbie Lawler, who used to train there regularly because he used to live 15 minutes away, because he told me that when I went over. He doesn't go there anymore, so it has really changed. Anyway, the news I wanted to make about this is that Kyle Watson has since set up and opened his own gym, Watson MMA, and I hear that it's actually going very, very well indeed, which of course shouldn't really come as a great surprise. So if you're in the area where he is doing this, and I'm not sure what location that is, I'm not even sure it's in the same state, but try and find out. I'm sure he's definitely on Facebook. He's probably on MySpace as well. That's where I'm getting my information from, so have a look and try and support him if you can. And there's not really a lot else to report in this blog. This week, what has happened? Nothing to report at work. We've made our visitation to St Paul's Presbyterian for our church search. What else? We went out for a jazz concert. That was I went. Well, my parents went separately, but I went with my nan because she got given tickets for her birthday. Wasn't really my thing. It was very good, but I'm not really a jazz person, so it wasn't really my thing. But I did get to go inside the Royal Hall, which is something I haven't seen, and it's been done up very nicely. It's been totally redone, refurbished a year or two ago, so it was nice to be able to see that finally. What else? Trying to think, not a lot else. But in the next week or two, we're now moving on towards tightening our belts in terms of going to the gym, which we haven't been doing much because we've been doing the wedding video, but that's all over now, so we need to reconcentrate on that, because I feel like I blobbed out again. I don't know if I really have or not, but there we are. And of course the financial situation as well. I've got to keep to budget, and it's really very hard for me to do that because it is quite a tight budget, but I must do that again properly. Other than that, that's really it.